Something bad happened to you?
Clear as day, something said stop. That was the first time that I've heard an actual voice. My daughter started talking about an imaginary friend. The daughter's name was Sallie.
She also talks about a darker dominant spirit here.
Whatever it is, doesn't want to leave.
How do I use it?
I don't know, just touch me.
Is the little girl in here?
Yes.
No freaking way.
We moved in, seemed like a normal home, felt good to have a place together. We had just gotten together, and after a few weeks, our daughter started talking about an imaginary friend. But then she started putting names to it. The daughter's name was Sallie. Then she said there was a mother, but there was also a really scary guy.
Once she noticed that we weren't seeing the things that she was, I think it kind of shut her down. She was telling us about her friend Sallie, but we've never seen her friend Sallie, but she has. And I think being of her age, she just kind of realized that something's different here, and she just stopped talking about it.
You know, I didn't really think then of paranormal stuff. I've dealt with things as a kid, so I guess I kind of always, that's one of the reasons I stepped away from religion and other things, because I actually encountered this when I was younger, and it was a very traumatic experience for me. So I guess I just didn't want to think anything like that was going on. But when she started talking about that there was a mother, then there's a scary guy, we've always kind of felt like you're not alone. You get these cold drifts, you get these random creaks in the hallway, or things just like falling over and makes no sense. They always threw a fit about going to bed, so you think, it's just a kid being a kid not wanting to go to bed. I was laying in bed one night and I thought I was dreaming at first, but I quickly realized that I was not dreaming, but something full on grabbed my leg. That feel on my leg, I'll never forget it, because I felt it the whole next day.
Around that time, we did start getting in-home cameras. The one that was right here had caught a shadow that kind of split along the wall. There were two shadows. One was moving in the corner over there, and then one was behind this computer going this way. At the beginning of last year, our neighbor sent us a picture where there's just a bunch of black birds on our front porch. Our neighbor across the way, and at one point in time, he had put a big crucifix on the front of his house. And at that time, he was just kind of acting weird.
But there's also old cemeteries that they tore out. There's still an old cemetery back around the corner. Back in that corner area used to be a small old cemetery. This is something our neighbor down the street told us over here. And then they cleared out a spot back here by the gates, and they found old abandoned cars that were missing and things like that.
A couple weeks ago, there was a house on the street over at the very end. 3 of them, they bulldozed all 3 of them. One of our neighbors who's lived here for multiple years, 15 years, he said that whoever lived there, their sister practiced witchcraft of some sort.
This happened 2 to 3 weeks ago, and that's when the activity really got strong. She said that she felt that there was 4 demonic spirits, but one's really strong and the other 3 are weak. He feeds off the other 3. She said that it was connected to something within the home. Since we've lived here, every now and then you'll be walking through the hallway and you'll just get this foul smell. And the stench moves. I've smelled it in my son's room, which is down here around the corner. So whatever it is, it's really connected to the side of the house.
She said that based off a picture I took in the hallway, she noticed a woman and a daughter, and then also a man, and she basically said the man gives off the vibes that he was a woman beater, so he was abusive.
Because my daughter always said that there was a mother and a daughter and then a real scary guy.
She would say things like, play with Sallie, and then Sallie would tell her about her mom and dad, referencing things about knives and somebody, something bad happened with knives. But she couldn't tell me any more about it. On a child's level, you don't really think of things on that level.
They were hanging out, playing together, being kids, So in our head, this whole time we're just thinking imaginary friend, But the little girl would tell her that, you gotta go, he's here. Starting to get goosebumps thinking about it. It's, and this was all years ago, but what I can't figure out is why things went dormant for so long, unless she just kept it to herself all this time and hasn't told us. About 4 weeks ago now, we were sitting here My oldest boy, he's going through movies. My youngest is out here, daughter's in bed. I think she was playing games or sleeping. Next thing I know, he starts screaming bloody murder. I'm in the bathroom. So she comes out here and he said, scary monster, and he was pointing at the TV. So she was looking to see what my son was looking at. Whatever happened that night really got us into tune. So we took our cameras from the outside, brought them inside. Sure enough, that night is when we caught the growling, the calling their names out. And it just makes me sick because it's like, how long has this shit been going on? Like,
It was a couple weeks before that incident. He pointed into our room and said that there was a monster in there. We wanted to prove to him that there wasn't, so we started walking towards the room and he got sheer panicked. He was screaming no. He did not want us to go into our room, but he kept pointing at the wall and he'd look around through like his fingers. Once we got him to look, he like finally looked and then looked around like where'd it go, and then he went up like this and looked down the hallway and pointed. He's down there.
because after that night, we never let him go back to the room, and it's like, how many times has this happened? The demonic talk. It was saying, you know, our kids' names, come here, and then it would repeat the kid's name. It basically lured my daughter to the bathroom. She came back and was staring at my son, telling him to move. He need to move. But it was weird how she was saying the move part. Just the consistent orbs. I mean, you were trying to justify, is it dust, is it this, is it that, but the way the things are bouncing around the room, dust don't do that.
The hallway was dark, but on our camera you could see like what looked like stars. They were just popping up and dissipating all over the hallway. And he ended up walking down the hallway and had what looked like a light, sorry, goosebumps. He had a light like shoot in the back of his head, and he said it's cold. And then he turned around and came back down the hallway and it looked like it left out of his face.
So I shut the door and then that bright light happened. And as you can see in our hallway, there's no way a light can shine through anywhere. And I'm walking back down the hallway, and the whole time it's like I felt something was like over my shoulder hovering me. My daughter and son being messed with, we pulled them to our room. And we told them, you know, you guys stay in there. We were sitting out here. My oldest boy is down here around the corner. We're sitting out here. And I keep hearing things. And then she said, hey, door, it's my oldest, just opened. And he's like petrified. I'm like, what? And he's like, my blankets just flew off of me. Something ripped my blankets off of me. It's pretty bad when your older kids don't even want to sleep in their room. Where we're at now, we went to the hotel to get out of here thinking that would help, but we've got video of orbs and shadow figures moving across the floor that I can't explain. Yeah, we had a priest come. He came in here, we all did a prayer, he blessed the living room, and he said that should be good for now. His name's Father. Feeling in this house just got so heavy. Felt like whatever was here was more like agitated that the priest was even here.
We were all taking a nap, you know, thought maybe this is our chance for a relief. And she was awake out here, and she went to the bathroom, and as she was walking back, she was pinched.
She come right out here terrified looking down the hallway.
So the priest hasn't got back with you at all?
He did. That's what I was kind of getting to. He did come back to us. I don't know if you heard that.
Recently on the side of my nightstand, it sounded like a crayon rolling on the wood, rolling sound.
Yeah.
And I since threw that out, and then there was still a noise on that end table.
And then one night I was out here, things fell off the fridge. Things are falling and moving and doing things that they shouldn't be.
If you can imagine like a old swing set, and then I heard it again, which prompted me to ask him about it, and he didn't. But the same night that he walked down the hallway, our camera caught the sound at the very beginning of it.
You know, eventually as a father, I said, if you're gonna mess with anything in this house, I'd rather you just mess with me, like leave my kids alone, things like that. I know people say, don't do that, but at this point, like, I don't, it's about my kids. So clear as day, something told me to stop. Clear as day, something said stop. That was the first time that I've heard an actual voice. I felt so freaking cold, and it just shivered me down to the bone. We put black salt in all the corners and, doing things and everything that we possibly could to try to bless the room.
Just saying the Lord's Prayer when we did that in their room. I turn around just briefly to look at him, and he's just sitting there watching the bedroom door close with us in there. like really slowly, doors closing.
But this was almost like if somebody was like gently shutting it or leaving out of the room because we were doing a prayer. If somebody was like gently shutting it or leaving out of the room because we were doing a prayer. And he came in, we did the same prayer in the living room, but this time we did the prayer in the living room and he went and blessed each room of the house, the bathrooms, the bedrooms, the closets, just everything that pertained to a room. He blessed the whole house. That was like a moment of what we felt like was relief. And the moment he left, it felt even heavier. Like, I don't know how to explain the heavy part, but like you feel heavy, you feel wheezy, you feel like almost like a fogginess. His advice was to just keep the Lord's Prayer in the home. Every time he comes, he always comes in this joyful mood. And at the end of each session, he's just so quick to leave and he's just ready to go. And then I was in contact with the medium. She was supposed to come out here and then she just kind of stopped talking to me. But it was weird that she stopped talking to me because a lot of her things made sense. Like she knew about where the kids were being messed with and what was going on. So I don't really have a good reason as to why she stopped, but she would be the second one that has stopped talking to us. Whatever it is, doesn't want to leave. I feel it's definitely not at peace with anything. If it's being physical, there's nothing good about it. What's here is what my daughter used to say, but I feel maybe it portrayed, as most people know, if it's demonic, it can portray a kid, it can portray almost anything that it wants to be. It can be an animal, it can be few different things. I mean,
That's the bad thing about filming paranormal stuff.
The batteries.
All the equipment.
and it's just little stuff like that right there that, it's just things that aren't making sense. Just real weird things that just weren't making sense.
From our door to our closet, from our closet to our door, back and forth a couple times.
That's weird.
What?
Was 666 on both camcorders.
Just now?
Yeah.
They both hit that time at the same time.
Yeah.
Whatever is here, it's not just a small demonic, whatever it is, force. I do believe it's pretty strong. Whatever it is, it's very child driven. Like whatever, it's attached to children. Some person had reached out to me and asked where we had, if we had lived in, and he said that there's an old folklore of what they call the tall, skinny man. It likes to scare children.
In this area?
Yeah. I know it's not alone. I feel when I'm here, I feel 3 to 4 things. I definitely believe whatever it is not just a normal spirit. It's not just something small. This area is super cold right now. I know it's a little chill in this house, but I just got a real strong cold sense in I definitely feel a heavy sense. Makes me feel ignorant that I didn't open my head up to it sooner and I knew something wasn't right. So, trying not to get emotional, trying to be a, father about this, but it does suck. And I should have caught on to it sooner because I felt it. I shouldn't have let it go on this long. My fault was I played a Ouija board and thought it was fun, thought it was cool, and it definitely wasn't fun, definitely wasn't cool. I actually was partially possessed, and my uncle got in contact with the local priest and they did a whole baptism and everything. So he called some friends and they all just pinned me down. I don't remember much of it. This is just what I was told. Because last thing I remember, I was laying on the couch and I told him I didn't feel good. I was in my 20s before I could sleep in a bedroom with the light off.
So you don't feel like this is anything?
I don't feel like it's connected to me, but yeah, I guess you never know. I even told her that I felt there was something bad over there that happened.
We do have ashes here, and we had assumed that it was a part of that at first. I hate to think that it would have anything to do with that. Sometimes your brain just feels so fogged, as if, you're being altered in some way, shape, or form. And we had taken the kids to a vacant apartment and stayed there overnight. And all of a sudden we hear a baby puppy whining from one of the vacant rooms in that apartment. And as I was hitting record in that doorway, there's a green silhouette in that doorway. And there was just nonstop banging throughout the apartment. Back in 2020, when this person passed away, I did do a spirit box session with this person. The answers that we got were very credible. It was with some people who did paranormal investigations, so in my mind, that gate was closed once the conversation was closed and we turned the box off.
Okay, so we're working on getting everything set up. We're gonna leave Trigger in here for a little bit, let the house sit empty. We got a bunch of cameras rolling because their daughter said that she is speaking to another little girl. So we'll let Trigger run and just see if they're able to catch anything.
Can you make a noise for me? Can you touch my tummy? What? Did you say something? Can you please say it again? Do you have a favorite song? Do you have any brothers or sisters? Do you have more friends we could play with? Do you like to play pretend? Wanna be my friend? Know your alphabet? A, B, C, D. Can you finish this?
Okay, we're gonna head inside and rescue Trigger. Hopefully he didn't get too scared in there by himself. Get ready to start our investigation. A lot of the stuff seems to be focusing on the children, especially the daughter and the son inside this house. She is supposedly speaking to another little girl. Huge storms coming in tonight, so hopefully that'll ramp up the activity. We've literally got this house covered in alarms, cameras. The family have their security cameras rolling. They've got security cameras with them at the hotel, so if something happens there, they're supposed to contact us. And during the interview, we were getting, sound like stuff moving around in the kitchen area. Okay, if there's anybody inside this house that has been communicating with any of the kids or the parents inside this house, my name's Josh, this is Rocky, and this is Sean. We came here to talk to you tonight, okay? If there are any kids in here, I want you to know that you're not in trouble. We just want to find out who you are, why you're here, and if we can help you. Can you come forward and talk to me and tell me your name? Is the other little girl here, is she your friend?
I heard a voice with my own ears right when you started to ask that question.
And talk to me and tell me your name. Is the other little girl here, is she your friend? There was a voice.
It sounded, oh,
Can you come forward and talk to me and tell me your name? Is she your friend? Did you move back here to this bedroom? If you're back in this room, can you walk by that alarm again? Could you please tell me your name? It's literally having every freaking alarm go off.
That's right beside the Bible.
So I'm just not sure if it's a kid here or something darker pretending to be a kid. These alarms are like toys, so you can play with them. If you are a kid, walk up and just set one off for me.
What the hell was that? Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm. I heard it from back here. And when we were doing the interview, this was the area right here where we were getting like something moving. He does raise snakes. Imagine one of those snakes gets out.
Oh. Following us, Josh.
Yeah, it came out of the bedroom and then set the one off.
Okay, come on, keep coming this way.
Are you attached to the land? Were you buried in the cemetery that they moved? Are you the dark figure that people report seeing in this area? Are you the dark figure that people report seeing in this area? Do you hear it?
And then it sounded like somebody was just like, they were talking, but I couldn't make it out. It's like real faint.
That's what I keep hearing, like that faint voices, like somebody's talking to each other.
Yeah.
Whatever's here so far hasn't really said much over EVP, but they have set the alarms off quite a bit. So let's try to use the alarms. Sean, let me set that camera. If they set it off, that means yes.
Okay, you guys have figured out how the alarms work. How you just go up and touch them and they come light up. So you definitely like playing with them. So can we use them to talk to you? I asked you, what room are you in? Can you go and set that alarm off for me?
That. Just back here.
Mm-hmm. Are you back in that bedroom?
But like after, like, whatever the bang was, it sounded like there was like a laugh or something. Like somebody going, or something like that. It's weird.
If you're a man, can you set one of the alarms off? Set it off or yes. If there is a child in here, you can come talk to us. We all have kids.
Keep getting knocking and stuff back.
Does it make you nervous having us in here? If you're the one that's messing with the kids or trying to play with them or whatever you're doing, if that's you, set one alarms off for me. No way. So right now, it's more or less been effective. Did you guys hear that? Do you like to stay in this room when the kids are in here? Do you talk to the kids? Yeah, to me, this room doesn't feel bad.
I had a loud walking out here.
Okay, I got a device here that says words. You can come up and talk to us on. We was getting a whole bunch, and once we switched and I started, we didn't really hardly get too much.
Whoever or whatever's inside this house, communicating with this family, affecting the children, we want you to use the equipment that we brought in here tonight so that you can actually communicate with us.
What is your name?
My name is Josh. What is your name? Have you been talking to the daughter inside this house?
Did.
Did. Why are you trying to communicate with the daughter? I don't think you're a kid. Was your body buried on this property?
Kid.
That's crazy. Are you trying to tell us that you're a kid that was buried on this property? Can you tell me what your name is?
Could you possibly be talking to the mother?
So it says kid and the alarm goes off.
Is there a name the girl calls you? Can you tell me that name? Can you move that curtain? The one right behind the couch.
Something back there. Just moaned or talked.
If you could set alarms off, knock on stuff, affect people, it shouldn't be that hard to tell. Bible.
There's the Bible by the TV.
It is a little girl talking to their daughter, which it could be. She also talks about a darker dominant spirit here. Did you like it when the priest came in here? Blessed this house, brought holy water, brought prayer. We want to know why you're trying to communicate with this family. Why are you talking to their daughter? You have to want something. When you walk in here, you definitely feel like a darker presence.
I know my legs have been like that weak and shaky, especially standing in the middle of the living room.
I mean, there could be a kid here, but it could be multiple spirits.
Are you looking for somebody?
Alarm
I like
buttons.
that piccolo.
But they said ever since the...
I'm from here.
Oh, wow. But they said ever since the priest came, it's been like all the time.
Dying. Death.
Dying death. Like I said, we're just here to get this family some answers tonight.
Bobby.
Who's Bobby? Is your name Bobby?
Trust me.
We have learned over the years we can't trust everybody that talks to us. Who is Bobby?
Breathe. Breathe.
When we first moved that hallway,
Yeah.
I heard a real deep breath. We need you to try to help us so that we can try to help you. I want to know who is the little girl talking to the daughter. The daughter said that you can come out and talk to us. She said that you can trust us. I'm going to leave this device in here with the camera. You stay in here in the bedroom. You can say anything you want.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You're crazy.
Okay, I'm going to leave that set there. I'm going to stick one of these bears. Obviously, it's still early, so it's not even freaking dark out yet. But or if the kids even came out and made itself known. We did get the name Bobby back there earlier. I don't know if Bobby means anything.
But if there is a kid here where we've dealt with that before, where like the more dominant energy comes out and like pushes the other spirits back.
Trust me.
1 second you'll feel like you're being watched. 10 minutes later it'll feel like a normal house. Like the energy's constantly shifting.
Ever since I've walked in here, I felt uncomfortable. Maybe coming back out here.
We haven't had any of the alarms in that bedroom go off. You know what we could do, Sean, is set up the SLS camera, let it run while you're in here by yourself and just see if we get anything on the SLS camera.
Ever since I've been in this house, I've gotten like a heavy feeling. Just heard something back there in the back.
How do I use it?
Oh no, did you just touch me?
How do I use it?
Oh no, did you just touch me? I felt something on the back of my neck. Can you set one of the alarms off? No freaking way. No freaking way. Like I said, it's just me and you now, so you can come out here. I don't want you to feel nervous. Do you want me to come back there? A little scared. Seems like you like to be back here a lot. Can you tell me what your name is? Do you want to talk about the priest that came in here?
Sandra.
Who's that? Like I said, I'm here to help the family, help the kids. We want them to all be at peace. That's why I need you to talk to me. If you want me back... Prayer. Alarm. That's the alarm going off right beside the Bible, too. I don't know, this room, for some reason, I totally feel comfortable sitting in here. It just feels different. It just feels different out here. Okay, please no snakes come out.
Serpent.
No way, guys. It just said serpent. And there's snakes right behind me.
Close. Open it.
If you're talking about opening snake's cage, you're nuts. That ain't gonna happen.
I can't leave.
We can help you. Can you knock on something? Here. Can you do that?
Understand.
Who's the man?
I'm beside you.
Where at? Left or right? I always get creeped out when it says it's beside me. Heard something out there. Just not understanding like the burst of energy that this thing has. But then after that, it's like it's done. Can you go up there and stand in front of the Bible? What the hell? Can you go stand beside the bear that's talking?
I died.
Can you finish this?
How did you die?
Kid.
Second time it said kid now. I don't believe you're a kid.
Bitten. In the shadow. Older.
Is somebody stopping you from coming out? Alarm. I'm getting like chills right now for some reason. Are you trying to take my energy? As long as I'm here, nobody can hurt you.
I don't like it. Abused. She hides.
Oh, wow. That's what they said of the girl was talking to another
Do you know
girl.
what time it is?
Where is she hiding? I think I'm going to set that alarm on the floor and see what happens.
Aw, thanks. I like holding hands with you.
You want to come sit with me and Trigger? Come over here in the living room and sit with us.
Do you want to play a game?
Come out here and sit and talk to me, please.
How old are you?
Serpent. Heavy.
This thing keeps saying serpent. It's starting to scare me. Can you tell me why you keep saying serpent? Are you talking about the snakes back here? Do they remind you of something? I'm telling you, I just want to know why you're messing with this family.
Visit me.
Well, that's what I'm doing right now. This is as far as we're going with our visit. Can you tell me where the family is right now? It's starting to feel like a cold over here in this direction. What the hell was that? I don't know what the hell that was, but it was loud. Kind of scared to walk back here. I have no idea what the hell that was.
There's three.
3 spirits in here.
Kid.
Again, with the kid. It's like it's saying kid every time you come into this kitchen. I don't think I've gotten kid anywhere else. I want to talk about the kid. Because if there's not a kid in here and you're just pretending to be other people, so that way you can talk to the kids here, that's wrong. I just heard a voice. I feel like my whole body's shaking for some reason. What the heck's going on? I'll tell you what, the shadows though I keep seeing off and on, really don't like it. Because it's all in a distance away from me.
Murdered.
You was murdered? I'm gonna get Josh. He's gonna come in and talk to you. You wanna talk about Tim? He don't like you being here.
Erased.
Did it make you mad when the priest came in?
Wash. My grave.
Your grave? Well, you're definitely not at your grave. Which way do I need to go to find your grave? The shadows I see, is that you? Or is that the other spirits that's in here?
Can you see me?
But I only see shadows here and there. Is that you? Starting to get like that heavy feeling again too. It's like whenever I sat here, it's like, it's the weirdest thing, but I feel like something's gonna just jump on me. Freaking, I went back in the very back bedroom though, and the thing started talking about serpents.
Okay, so Sean just finished. I'm getting ready to head inside. Okay, it's just me and you in here now. Okay, so I'm gonna sit in here. I can see the SLS camera. Can you give me a sign and let me know that you're in here? Like I said, you can answer yes or no. Set off an alarm. If you walk out of that bedroom and come down the hallway, you can set off an alarm, or you can walk past my camera so I can see you. I keep hearing like walking. Can you see me right now? Sometimes it gets so quiet, it's like creepy. Are you with the family right now? Was that you? They did say around 10 o'clock it seems to get pretty crazy here. What I may do is move the SLS camera back to the bedroom and see if I can get anything. Okay, so I moved the SLS camera back to the bedroom where the kids have had experiences. Like I said, you can come in and talk to me. I've got this device right here. You can answer yes or no. Are you still in here with me? Are you still in here with me? Sometimes you gotta be patient. No alarms going off. No responses on the yes, no. You know you can come out and talk to me. I just want to find out why you're here and trying to communicate with this family. Is the little girl in here? How you're tied to this place or this property? Were you buried at the cemetery? Even though it's quiet right now, you feel like somebody's like watching you. All I want you to do is set off an alarm, answer yes or no.
Yes.
Okay, so you're back towards the bedroom. Can you please come out here with me?
Yes.
Were you at the hotel with the family? Be curious to see if the family's getting any activity at the hotel. Are you the one speaking to the child? Are you stuck inside this house? Are you not allowed to talk to me? I think you're something pretending to be a child. Did something happen to you on this property? Are you trying to hurt this family? After tonight, you're not going to communicate with these kids anymore. You're not going to communicate with this family anymore. We're going to cleanse this house of anything good and evil in this house or on this property. Sitting like right here in the middle, it's kind of creepy because I feel like something could come from this way or come from this way. Do you need help?
Yes.
Yes. Are you attached to somebody in this family? See, that's what's crazy is you literally have 15, 20 minutes where nothing happens. No alarms, no responses. And then all of a sudden, you start getting responses like this. Do you have anything to do with the ashes on top of this Bible? Can I see you? Can you walk past one of my cameras? And we've definitely had a lot of alarms and stuff go off. And we've done cases recently where we haven't had any freaking alarms go off. Are you attached to this house? Because this family wasn't getting any activity until they moved in here. So clearly you were here prior to the family coming here. What is your name? Is there a child inside this house? Is there an evil presence inside this house? Where did you come from? Are you trying to hurt somebody in this family? I'm getting all kinds of responses with yes, no. The little girl, can you tell me your name? Do you have anything to do with the ashes?
We are making contact.
I know you're talking to me now. Okay, I've got a chair sitting right here next to me. Can you come sit next to me? No. Why? Do you like me?
David.
I don't know who David is. Who's David? David, come sit next to me.
I'm your man.
I'm your man. You're not my man. I don't have a man. I want to know who's talking to the little girl in this house. Why are you trying to reach out to her?
Come here.
Where do you want me to come to? I hear you walking. Are you walking down the hallway?
Obviously.
Sometimes it's not quite that obvious, but I did hear you. I think sometimes even like the quiet times says just as much as when you're getting activity. Is there a kid inside this house? Can I see a picture of you? If you try really hard, you can manifest. Use your energy. What do you look like? Where did you come from? Can you tell me the girl's name inside this house? The spirit girl. If there is one. Can you please tell me your name? Who is the girl that I keep seeing? Are you back in the parents' bedroom? Yes. Oh. Are you sitting next to me now? Did you just set off my alarm? Okay, is there a woman inside this house? Okay, so they said 10 o'clock, things get pretty crazy. It is now 10 o'clock. No freaking way. 10 o'clock on the nose and the freaking alarm back in the bedroom goes off. No freaking way. 10 o'clock on the nose and the freaking alarm back in the bedroom goes off. Did something happen here at 10 o'clock? Is that when you died? That is freaking crazy. I wonder if something significant happened at 10 o'clock. I kind of want to go back and sit in that bedroom for a minute before I have Rocky come in. We'll go sit in the bedroom. I'll leave a camera out here. That is pretty crazy as soon as the 10 o'clock hit. Can you come stand next to me right here? Okay, there's a bed right here. Come sit on the bed. This camera, I can see you. Who is Sallie? Sallie, if you're in here with me, can you come over here and stand in front of me? I want to see you. Are you still back in this room?
Epinosis.
I don't know what the hell that means. Epignosis. I'll have to research that. Epignosis.
Haunted.
Hey Siri,
Uh-huh.
what is the definition of epignosis? Knowledge of spiritual mysteries. What the hell does that mean? Did you suffer?
Yes.
Did somebody hurt you? Who hurt you? Can you tell me their name?
No.
Is that the dark shadow that...
Yes.
Are you still afraid of them? The person that hurt you?
Child.
No freaking way. I'm sorry that somebody hurt you. I want you to move on and go be at peace. Nobody can ever hurt you again. It's okay to come talk to me. That is pretty crazy.
Can you see us?
No, but I want to see you. I mean, heck, you may have showed up on one of the cameras. I have no clue. We've had this house...
15.
15.
Her voice.
I mean, the good thing is we got some pretty compelling stuff. Obviously, we got to go over all the evidence, but as soon as 10 o'clock hit, the alarms went off back here in this bedroom. Do you want to say anything before I let Rocky come in here? Okay, so I'm going to get ready to have Rocky come in here and see what he can get.
Can you tell me your name? What's your name, the female? Do you like me being in your house?
No.
No? Can you hear me now? Okay. If you come up here, you can talk to me through this device. Did you die in this house? Is there a child in this house? What room do you stay in? There's alarms in here. Can you set any of the alarms off for me? Is there a child in here? There's a child in here. Can you tell me your name? That is so crazy. There's a little girl that just came across this. Do you talk to the other little girl that's in here? Did something bad happen to you? If you're back here, go ahead and come back in here with me and we can talk. Are you afraid of me?
No.
Are you connected to Jessica? Can you come back in here and talk to me? You beside me right now? Did I just hear you? Can you come up here and sit beside me? No way. Walk away from it and it'll stop. Thank you. It's crazy. How about the one in the bedroom? Can you turn it on? Thank you for setting that off. Alright, I'm done talking to you. Do you want Sean to come back in here? You want Josh to come back in? That's crazy.
I saw where the cemeteries used to be. Was your grave over there at one time?
Moron.
Fine, here. Once they started calling me names, I'm done.
Listen, pretty soon we're going to be leaving. Like I said,
It's here.
we know it's here. We're going to do a blessing over this house, over this property, and we're going to help you move on. After tonight, you can no longer affect this family, communicate with this family. Do you have anything that you want to say before we do the cleansing?
Look closer.
If you're upset about your grave being moved, I want to apologize for that. This family had nothing to do with that.
Damage.
I think it's twice it said damage. Did they damage your grave when they moved it? We didn't get anything with those ashes.
No.
Like nothing.
No. I definitely don't think that has anything to do with it.
No. We want to thank you for talking to us tonight.
You gave us a lot of information to go over.
Come in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Lord, please protect us and defend us during this cleansing and keep us safe, not allow anything to attach itself to us or leave with us. Any spirits inside this house, good and evil, we command you in the name of Jesus Christ, the Son of God, to leave this house, leave this property. After tonight, you can no longer affect these children or communicate with these children or this family. We seal this room with the holy water and the sign of the cross. We seal these beds in the name of Jesus Christ, the Son of God. This room is sealed in the name of Jesus Christ. We close all doorways and entryways that may have been open inside this house. We seal this room. This house is forever sealed. You can no longer show yourself to this family or communicate with this family. Tonight, their nightmare ends. We pray that you protect this family and keep this family safe. All the energy inside this house on this property, we drive you out in the name of Jesus Christ. Lord, as we leave this house and move on to the next case, we just pray that you continue to protect this family. Allow no other spirits to communicate with the children. Threshold in this doorway with the holy water. This house is forever protected in the name of Jesus Christ, the Son of God. So we're going to bury this St. Benedict's medal here on the property. We're going to leave some extra cleansing stuff with them. They can go to the cemetery tomorrow and say a prayer. And hopefully if there are any spirits here at unrest because their graves were moved, that'll help. at least bring them peace, but also show that this family had nothing to do with it and they're trying to help them.
That me and you went in there to film that one last time before the cleansing, it was so dark. And now, since we've done the blessing and came out here, it's so much lighter.
It is weird.
I mean, I would have thought it was like 6 o'clock in the morning right now. Like the sun's about ready to pop. And I feel different too.
Mm-hmm.
I feel lighter, you know.